UFC 313. Where do I even start? Where do I even start? Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Can't believe we're actually sitting through Magomed Ankalaev title reign. You know, we're actually sitting through a Magomed Ankalaev title reign. Unbelievable. Blows my mind. Yeah, I'm chilling on live. I'm gonna see if anyone pops in, wants to chit chat it up a little bit, but it's 2:30 a.m. where I'm at right now, so I'm probably gonna be in and out real quick. I am probably gonna be in and out. Fight lad, what's good, brother? What is good? Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is actually real life. We're sitting through a nightmare right now. We're living through an actual nightmare. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to find a new show right now to watch. So let me know. I mean, if you guys got any recommendations on shows, thriller, mystery, action, shows, or I mess with anime too. So if you got a good anime recommendation, what would I rate the card 1 through 10? The overall card was pretty good. I mean, there was some suspect judging. There was there was definitely some corruption going on that, that they're going to try and sweep right underneath the rug. But, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, I'd give the card, like the overall card, I'd give it a solid. I'd give it a solid like 8. You know what I mean? 7, 8. Um, Obviously, the Ankalaev main event wasn't the most beautiful main event. You know what I mean? It's definitely not something that I'd go back and, like, if that was the only fight that I was paying for, bruh, absolute ripoff. But I mean, for the most part, good card. The co-main event was fire. Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev, Ignacio Bahamondes getting that finish was absolutely fire. Mauricio Rufy, I mean, knockout of the year. Knockout of the year. And not to mention, like, prelims kind of delivered too. I mean, you had the Carlos Leal knockout, you had Bruno Ferreira submission. There was a good amount of action. Um, throughout the night. Unfortunately, the main attraction wasn't the greatest, but what can you do? You know what I mean? What can you do? It was super uncharacteristic of Alex Pereira to even do something like that. Magomed Ankalaev should be absolutely ashamed of himself. For even getting around one, just hugging Alex Pereira up against the fence. I don't know. There's a swirl of emotions, that are going through my mind right now, but sucks donkey balls, bro. It really does suck donkey balls. The Fight Lad, what would you rate this card out of 10? Like, what? I don't know. I'd give it a solid 8. If I'm not even mad at the fact that Ankalaev won. Like, obviously I would have loved for Pereira to win. I'm not even mad at the fact that Ankalaev won, because he did have good moments. He did have pretty good moments. You know what I mean? He'd rock Alex. He'd apply some pretty good forward pressure. But, dude, 0 for 12 on takedowns. 0 for 12 on takedowns, and he wins the fight. When are these judges going to start coming in and penalizing for that kind of stuff? You know what I mean? Mario Bautista started this crazy trend of these guys just coming in, hugging, winning minutes instead of winning fights. Like that's what these guys are. That's what these guys are doing nowadays. Is they're coming in, they're winning minutes instead of winning the actual fight. That's the biggest issue. So it's frustrating. It's bad for the sport. I could see the UFC start dying off here pretty soon. I mean, with all the corruption and the judging, the people who are behind literally the outcome of these fights don't even know how to determine the correct outcome. You know what I mean? These guys clearly do not understand what is going on when they're watching these fights. And I'm not going to be the one to sit here and, say, oh, well, I'm a genius when it comes to mixed martial arts. I'm not a genius. I'm far from that. I'm definitely an amateur. You know what I mean? But it's just upsetting to see, like, Francis Marshall 125% won that fight. If anyone but Chris Labathy scores that, he wins. But of course, you know what I mean? We have to have some absolute morons in the freaking judging booth. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know. It's upsetting to say the least. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? I guess the UFC it's not their fault, right? With the with the atrocious judging, but dude, the sport is just rewarding BS, bro. The sport is absolutely rewarding the dumbest stuff. I mean, Mario Bautista literally started a trend. Okay, this is the Mario Bautista way. You know what I mean? You're going up against a good striker. What are you gonna do? You try and take him down. If you can't take him down, well, hug him up against the fence. Hug him up against the fence. Just put all your body weight on him. Lean on him. What's the referee gonna do? Come in and break you apart? Well, you can just jump right back at the crotch like seconds later and not get penalized at all. There's no repercussion. There's absolutely no reason to not do it. You know what I mean? Especially when you're fighting for a championship belt. Why would you? Why would you go in and take a chance when clearly the referee doesn't give a crap? The judges are scoring it for you. You're literally getting rewarded for hugging and clinching up against the cage. That is disgusting. It is so bad for the sport. It's ruining mixed martial arts. The fact that we have a new form of like game plans coming in now where guys are literally milking minutes off the clock. That is disgusting. Like, why? I'd rather see a 3-round fight with a little bit more action than a 5-round fight with 4 minutes of freaking hugging. 4 minutes of just pushing your opponent up against the fence. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's unbelievable. I don't know. And then, you know, obviously the co-main event, Justin Gaethje, Fiziev delivered. Mondays, Jalen Turner delivered. Lemos and I forget her name already. No, I'm just kidding. Lucindo. They were all right too. Lucindo was kind of stupid in that fight, but you know, veteran savvy Amanda Lemos to the rescue. But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We live on, we move on. Hopefully Bilal Muhammad doesn't end up doing that to like Jack Della, you know. Bilal was watching this event. You know what I mean? He was there for Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm sure he caught a glimpse of the main event. Dude, when you see stuff like that as a UFC fighter who's actively trying to defend, who's actively trying to go for gold and accomplish your dream, I mean, I wouldn't fault anyone for doing that in that situation. It's just so stupid, bro. I mean, we sit here, we pay hundreds of dollars, you know, every single year investing in these guys to give us good fights, bro. And then we get this. And then we get this. We get this kind of crap. And, you know, obviously, in some fights, it gets to be a little worse than others. But, dude, I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, as soon as you get a good striker, what's the game plan? What's the game plan as soon as you get a good, fun striker that's willing to take chances? You know, Alex Pereira obviously was not willing to take chances last night, or 2 nights ago, which is why, you know, he lost that fight. Glover Teixeira going into the 5th round, sitting on the stool, no urgency at all whatsoever. No, hey, you know, maybe do this, maybe do that, maybe switch it up a little bit. Nope, just, hey, kick his leg. Just kick his leg. It's working. Kick his leg. Half of Poatan Pereira's significant strikes were leg kicks. Half of his significant strikes were leg kicks, bro. Like, what is there to do about that? What is there to do? Excuse me. Yeah, let me see here. 76 significant strikes. Okay. 97 total strikes landed. 48 of those strikes were leg kicks. 48 of those strikes were leg kicks. Are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? What was this? And at first, I'm thinking to myself, round one, I'm thinking to myself, wow, that leg is cooked. Joe Rogan hitting me with the, oh my God, the leg kicks, the leg kicks. Magomed Ankalaev is going to have to start checking him pretty soon or else. And the or else never came. The or else never found its way into the octagon. Crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. Screw Sal D'Amato. Screw Mark Goddard. Mark Goddard sucks. Okay, he could have done a lot more in that fight. Okay, he could have went up to Ankalaev and broken it up immediately. We didn't need to see Ankalaev hugging. We knew nothing was going to happen of it, especially after seeing it the first minute. You know what I mean? Nothing was going to change. Mark Goddard still gave him the benefit of the doubt. Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. What are you going to do, though? And then Tatsuro Taira, dude, that got my night started off so badly, bro. Like, Taira losing the way that he did, that sucked. That absolutely sucked. I don't even want to get into it. I mean, let me check the stats here real quick. Or not Taira, Ray Saruya, sorry. Ray Saruya. This card's got me all over the place. I can't even remember the names of the fighters. Ray Saruya. Okay. Got absolutely clapped by Joshua Van. I want to see what the striking. Yeah, Ray Saruya, Joshua Van. 127 total strikes landed for Joshua Van. 47 for Ray Saruya. Ray Saruya went 4 for 21. 4 for 21 on takedown attempts, bro. 3 minutes of control time. And there was like nothing promising out of that fight. Like if Ray Saruya would have won a round, you know, if he would have shown Joshua Van a little bit of resistance, I would have been like, oh, all right. Ray Saruya has a bright future. You know what I mean? He's going to be ready for his next opponent. Absolutely 110% for sure. He showed none of that. He showed absolutely none of that. Joshua Van is him. That fight pisses me off. Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, that fight pissed me off a lot. Like a little too much. Marian Santos and Francis Marshall. Absolute joke, dude. Absolute joke. Absolute joke, bro. Disgusting. Makes me want to throw up right in my freaking mouth. Unbelievable. And then that first round, bro, of the very first fight, Jordan Santos and Ozzy Diaz. I don't even want to talk about that. But that fight, I will say, that fight did heat. Excuse me. That fight did heat up. That fight did heat up a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that first round, I feel like that first round set the tone for the rest of the card, and it just did not go the way that I at least wanted it to. He cooked Ray. Yeah, you don't need to rub that in my face anymore, lad. You don't need to rub the fact that Joshua Van cooked Ray Saruya. I saw it with my own eyes. I actually stressed too much about that fight, bro. I'm not even kidding you. I probably went through 2 bottles of water. I drank 2 bottles of water trying to cool myself off during that fight. Not only that, I sat there and went and washed my face with cold water between each round, bro. And then after the fight, too. Saruya needs to accept his inner self and complete his entry. Dude, stop it, bro. Stop it. Hustle Bones. Don't disrespect Ray Saruya like that again, dog. Please. Transition to WMMA. That's crazy, bro. That's disrespectful. Unbelievable. I will say, though, Mauricio Rufy got an absolutely gnarly spinning heel kick knockout. Light heavyweight is cooking. I don't know. I don't know what was really cooking about that fight, you know. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe Ankalaev will prove me wrong next fight, but I don't think so. I think Ankalaev is one of those guys that is more than willing to take the Mario Bautista pathway of just like trying to go for least resistance. And listen, it wins fights. It wins fights, but at the end of the day, it kills the sport, bro. I mean, let's be honest. If UFC doesn't sell pay-per-views, if UFC doesn't make money, how are they going to pay fighters? If they can't pay fighters, how are they going to have the top athletes in mixed martial arts come to the organization? You know what I mean? It's like it's just I don't know. I hope Magomed Ankalaev proves me wrong, truly. Gay soy Ruya. All right, man. All right, I've had enough of it. I don't need the Tatsuro or the Ray Saruya slander. I don't need Ray Saruya slander at all. Bro, that title fight was good. You're not saying that and actually meaning it, right? There's absolutely no way that you're saying, all right, man. Hey, listen, if you enjoy it, actually, you know what? Now that you're here, bro, can you just check my form real quick? Yo, can you just check my form real quick? Oh. I win a light heavyweight champ. Oh yeah, that's. You think that's enough for me to win the light heavyweight championship? If I weighed 205? He didn't even outstrike him. That's the thing, dude. He didn't even outstrike him. What are you talking about? He clipped Alex like once. That's it. It's not enough to outstrike the best striker in MMA. And last night, dude, listen, I'm not even I'm mad at Alex Pereira too. You know what I mean? You can't last night you can't just blame Ankalaev. At the end of the day, Ankalaev did what he needed to do to win. You know what I mean? I listen, if I was in Ankalaev's position, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have done the exact same thing on everything, bro. On everything. On my mom's life, on everything. I would have done the same exact thing. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We'll see where this takes us. We'll see where the UFC goes from here. We'll see where Magomed Ankalaev goes too. You know what I mean? He said we were all gonna love him after the fight. I don't know if that really happened. He did outstrike him 4 rounds. Dude, is this Sal Diamato's burner account, bro? Hustle Bones, are you Sal Diamato? I found Sal Diamato's burner account, dog. That's unbelievable, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he did. He literally won a round which swayed 2 of the judges to score it 48-47 in his favor. You're telling me if he doesn't hug Alex that one, I can't even remember what round it was. Third, I think. You're telling me if he doesn't hug Alex Pereira and doesn't win that round hugging him, okay, he wins that fight? Really? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. There's no way. Ankalaev went 0 for 12 on takedowns, dude. How is that rewarded? How are you gonna sit here and just like Aspinall did? What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about, bro? Flyweight's a different story, by the way. You're comparing 125 pounds to 205-pound Magomed Ankalaev, who arguably has power to knock out basically anyone. Even, dude, that's the thing, bro. These are light heavyweights, dog. You can't compare flyweights and light heavyweights. You just can't. By the way, what are you referring to Aspinall for? What? I'm sorry, I'm lost. Ray Saruya. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, Sal Diamato agreed with you, so I don't know. Sal Diamato usually isn't on the right end of the stick most of the time, so. Aspinall and DJ both had it 49-46 Ank. Really? That's interesting. That is interesting. I didn't see that. I watched Tom Aspinall's YouTube, but well, I watch Demetrius Johnson's, videos occasionally. I love that Demetrius Johnson and Tom Aspinall hopped on YouTube and started creating content, because I like their videos. I just haven't seen them talk about UFC 313. I agree with Ariel Hawani. Yeah, bro. The best reporter in the game, dog. Helwani? Helwani? Wait, actually, let me look up the scorecards real quick, because I know Sal D'Amato scored it. UFC. Then go watch Muay Thai. Maybe I will go watch Muay Thai, brother. Maybe I will go watch Muay Thai. I'm not saying any... Hey, listen, at the end of the day, if the sport can be successful with that kind of stuff, then by all means, bro. By all means. Bro, yeah. Round 3 was literally the deciding round. Ankalaev doesn't get all that hugging off in round 3. Pereira gets it on Mike Bell and Derek Clearly's scorecards. Yep. They all gave Ank round 3, but Sal only gave him round 5. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Sal D'Amato is... I don't know. Sal D'Amato. Whenever I see Sal D'Amato and him being different than the other judges, it's just... I don't know. I don't know. I still can't get over the fact that Santos won. Round 3, he didn't really grapple. Round 4, he was the grappling round. I could have swore it was round 3. I don't know. I haven't rewatched the fight. Oh yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Round 3, he was striking. Round 4 is him. Mark Goddard comes in and waves him on. Okay. They throw a few strikes, and then Ankalaev runs back in to clinch with him. I don't know, man. I can't believe Alex was doing his Izzy impression all fight. You're a troll, bro. You are a troll. I can't believe all Alex did half the fight was kick Magomed Ankalaev's leg. Like, more than half of his significant strikes were leg kicks. That's disgusting. I don't know what the coaches were thinking. I don't know what the corner was thinking. I mean, not even a few seconds into the fight, Pereira's pressuring, right? Pereira's pressuring, and then I don't know why I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. I mean, literally a minute into the fight, Pereira is the one applying the pressure, and then all of a sudden it switches over to Ankalaev. I'm trying to figure out right now and see, did he maybe land a big shot that just kind of like shook Nah, dude. I mean, Pereira was just being tentative. Leg kicks. Leg kicks. Leg kicks. Leg kicks. That's all I'm seeing is leg kicks. And Joe Rogan glazing the leg kicks too. You know I'm right. You are right, bro. You are right. I'm not even gonna lie. You are right. It's just me coping. Yeah, Pereira won on all three, and then just downhill from there, bro. To be fair, that strategy should have worked on paper. I thought, dude, I honestly thought the leg kicks were going to be the deciding factor. Like, as soon as I saw Alex Pereira get 5 leg kicks off in like the first minute 30 seconds, that's when I thought the fight was honestly over. Because Jan, like you said, bro, destroyed Ankalaev's legs. Yeah, Ankalaev did a really good job of pressuring forward. I mean, round 2, he just kind of like said, screw the leg kicks. You know what's crazy though? I really thought Ankalaev was going to have a lot more success wrestling. Like I thought, I knew Ankalaev coming into the fight wasn't like Habib Nurmagomedov wrestler. You know what I mean? I knew that Magomed Ankalaev wasn't going to go all in on the wrestling, but I didn't think he wasn't going to have like any success. I figured he'd probably find a way to get a takedown or two and then secure a round that way, but man, dude, that was a nasty counter. Ankalaev did a great job of countering in the second round. I think that's what changed it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's what changed it. Fucking Dean Thomas. Yeah, Ankalaev dominated in that second round, bro. You need to get him inside and kick his legs. That's the corner advice. Be smart. That's great. Then all we see is Pereira back up. Yeah, man, I really thought Ankalaev was going to have a little bit more success, like taking Alex down. That was the biggest. That and Pereira moving backwards as much as he did were the two biggest like what in the world's going on moments. Yeah, whole third round he basically had Pereira thrown off his heels. Aha, round 4. Goes in, clinches up immediately, knees, minute in, he's clinching, Alex gets free, boom, Ankalaev right back on it. Nasty, nasty right and then left by Ankalaev. Yeah, he's right back in. He's right back in. Yeah, so round 4. Potato takedown defense is legit. Now you're just rubbing it in, bro. Now you're just rubbing it in. Calling Poetan a potato. Unbelievable. Let's come out. Let's be more aggressive. Let's come out. Let's be more aggressive. Are you kidding me? And then he comes out. What does he do? Lets Ankalaev come out and show aggression. To be fair, Pereira did come out and show a little bit more, you know, urgency in that 5th round. But, I mean, that was unbelievable. To not show... I'm not going to lie. Ankalaev has some very good cardio, too. For being as big as he is, he's got some very good cardio. Better than Poetan's, honestly. Ankalaev might... I'm trying to think right now, but Ankalaev might honestly have the best cardio at 205, bro. I can't really think of Yuri Prohaska. I mean, maybe. Jan Blachowicz, no. Jamal Hill, no. Rakic, no. Carlos Olberg, probably not. Yeah, I would argue that Ankalaev, based off that fight last night, has the best cardio in light heavyweight. The best cardio at light heavyweight. To be able to fail 12 takedowns and still be applying pressure late in the championship rounds, respect. Jail called him that. That's hilarious. Nah, it does look like a potato head. UFC hasn't even updated their rankings yet, bro. Magomed's still the #1 contender. UFC's got to get on their crap, dude. They even mixed up the 2 Santos that were fighting. They had like 2 different, or they had their fighter pictures all mixed up, but his cardio is great, bro. Yeah. He that's all he did, bro. Essentially just wore Alex down and won the fight, dude. Nah, listen. I don't hate it, bro. Like, I don't hate it. I just, at the end of the day, every single UFC event that goes by, even if it's Mario Bautista main eventing, bro, I'd watch it. You know what I mean? I'm not missing, even if it's Ankalaev against the second most boring, or the most boring fighter on planet Earth, and they make it an absolute boring hug fest. I'm still gonna watch that. You know what I mean? I enjoy this sport and I love this sport too much to let something like this like bring hate. You know what I mean? And it is high IQ. Like I said earlier, bro, like if I was in Ankalaev's position fighting for a UFC championship belt against the greatest striker that we've seen in the past couple of years, or not, maybe not the greatest striker, but the most powerful striker. You could definitely argue Poatan is one of the most powerful strikers that we've seen in a fat minute. I would have done the same thing, bro. In fact, I don't even think I would have thrown any strikes, dude. I would have been sniffing his crotch for all 25. That's all I would have been training in my training camp, bro. I would have been training cage clinching. I would have been training crotch sniffing the whole entire camp, dude. That's all I would have been working on. You know what I mean? Screw the striking. So respect to Ankalaev for even going out there and striking with Poatan. I mean, he could have done that whole fight, but Ankalaev did switch it up. He did land some big nasty shots on Poatan. I did get blinded a little bit by the Shama, but Ankalaev, trust me, Ankalaev will gain my respect here very soon. Don't worry about that. Trying to think though, like, I mean, do you think Alex Pereira is getting the rematch? I honestly don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to. I don't. I'm so over these rematches in light heavyweight. Like, it's ridiculous. I want Carlos Ulberg to come in and get a chance at gold. Man. Dude, I hope you're right, bro. I hope Ankalaev goes in and makes this light heavyweight division great again, but there's just a part of me that really doesn't want to give him the benefit of the doubt right now. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. Ankalaev's got potential, bro. Ankalaev has potential. But at the end of the day, if the sport's not selling, if the sport's not making money, who knows if we'll see fights years down the road. Now Yuri can fight for the title again. John Jones can stop ducking Tom. That I will say, now that we've had this, you know, this shift in narrative of Alex Pereira not being like this crazy, scary striker that's just putting everyone's lights out. You know, I'm finally glad that John Jones literally, like, who's he going to start calling out now? He's going to go back to Jamal Hill in the fun fight. He wants to fight the fun fight. I don't know, man. But you are right. Yuri Prochazka definitely has to win another fight, though. I don't think they're going to give him the title shot right away, but who knows? I mean, he's number 2 in the rankings right now. We'll see, man. We will see. You think Yuri Prochazka will get the nod? Be interesting to see, bro. Especially if what's his name? Especially if what's his name gets the nod. It'd be interesting to see, like, if Carlos Ulberg comes in and absolutely dominates Jan Blachowicz, he could skip the line, right? Carlos Ulberg could skip the line straight to the front. Like, if he knocks out Jan Blachowicz, that'd be a fun fight, bro. Carlos Ulberg and Magomed Ankalaev. I wonder what happens with Alex Pereira. I don't think he's ever going to be a UFC champion again. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think that Yuri Prohaska literally only loses to Alex Pereira, bro. Unbelievable. Carlos Ulberg, though, I mean, he's on a 7-fight win streak, dude. If he gets a win over Gan, he could jump Yuri. Now Yuri versus Magomed Ankalaev. I don't know. That's going to be interesting because Yuri doesn't back up. Yuri does not back up. Alex Pereira, there's always that chance that he could land, some crazy one punch shot, but I don't think so. I think as long as John Jones and Tom Aspinall are up there competing for UFC gold, I don't think so. I think Tom Aspinall absolutely crushes. John Jones beats Alex Pereira. Tom Aspinall crushes him, bro. Tom Aspinall will crush him like a can, dude. There's no way that Poatan, especially after last night, especially after watching him against Magomed Ankalaev, yeah, there's absolutely no way, bro. Do you think he can win a heavyweight belt? Yuri versus Ankalaev does sound like an absolute banger waiting to happen, bro. Yuri isn't going to back up. That's the thing. Like, Yuri is going to apply just as much forward pressure as Ankalaev does, if not more. You know what I mean? And if Ankalaev can't wrestle in that fight, if Ankalaev doesn't have any success wrestling in that fight, he could potentially come across some issues. I don't know. That's interesting. I honestly think that Ankalaev could win that fight. I think Ankalaev beats Yuri. As much as I hate to say that, because I love Yuri. I love Yuri more than Alex and Ankalaev. You know what I mean? When Alex Pereira knocked out Yuri for the first time, dude, that took a toll on my soul. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then the second time when I saw Yuri made absolutely no adjustments to just get knocked out again, that was the dagger. That was the dagger. Gailton Almeida. Almeida's mid, dude. Almeida is super bad. I mean, the dude literally like has 0 IQ too, Loki. Like if his grappling isn't working, he's still gonna grapple, and then he just lets it not work. When I saw him get absolutely pummeled by Curtis Blades, that's when I knew. That is when I knew Jailton Almeida was. And Jailton Almeida weighs like, doesn't he weigh like 225 or something like that? Like he's a light heavyweight fighting at heavyweight. I don't know why. You should just cut down to light heavyweight, but maybe he doesn't like cutting weight. I don't know. To each their own, man. But I think Poatan beats basically any other heavyweight. Tom Aspinall and John Jones, no. But literally any other heavyweight, Pereira beats. Cyril Gahn. Cyril Gahn's actually an interesting one. I don't know if Alex Pereira could beat Cyril Gahn, because Cyril Gahn's quick, bro. Cyril Gahn might be quicker than Poatan. I could see him beating Volkov. Sergey Pavlovich is kind of a coin flip. Curtis Blades, he could beat. Jailton Almeida, he could beat. Sergey Spivak, he could beat. Marcin Tybura, he could beat. Derek Lewis, he could beat. Tai, he could beat. How is Tai Tuivasa ranked number 10, by the way? Am I tweaking, or is Tai Tuivasa like on a 6-fight losing streak? How is he ranked number 10? How is he ranked higher than Shamil Ghazi-Goat, bro? And Waldo or Acosta? I don't even... What in the world is going on, dude? Did Tai Tuivasa win a fight and I just forgot? Dude, what in the world is actually going on? Tai Tuivasa is on a 5-fight losing streak. How is he ranked top 10 in the heavyweight division? What is going on, bro? And then you got Ghazi-Goat coming off a knockout win, and he's ranked below Tai Tuivasa. What is going on? Tai Tuivasa doesn't even fight anymore. I know he's supposed to come back, I think, in sometime in 2026, but that's crazy. I don't know, that's actually mind-blowing. I don't even know how... Why has the UFC not cut him? Just because he chugs shoeies? Is that why? But they cut Jairzinho Rosenstruck. Disgusting, bro. Yeah, at the end of the day, some good did come out. Some good did come out of the Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira, fight, bro. Because at the end of the day, now for sure, 100%, no more excuses from John Jones. Tom Aspinall can fight him. He can finally get his UFC true heavyweight championship belt, bro. Not some interim BS. He doesn't have to defend an interim title. My conspiracy theory, I said Alex would go to heavyweight and the UFC would give him Tuivasa to beat him up, and justify an immediate title. If they get away with something like that, disgusting. I'll fly out to the UFC headquarters myself and literally power slap Dana White to the next freaking town over. I wonder what they're going to do with Volkov, by the way. He got absolutely robbed in his last fight. I know Dana White said he would take care of him, so I wonder if Volkov's going to get like... Maybe he'll be like a backup to a title fight. And then if he gets maybe one more win, he could get his shot, but that's crazy, man. That fight was mental. I wouldn't mind it though. I wouldn't mind Alex popping up to heavyweight, knocking Tuivasa out. I will say though, I did read something about Tai Tuivasa not coming back until at least like middle of 2026 or something, because he wants to work on his grappling, which I respect, bro. Take some time off. You're young. Why not, dude? And it's not like the heavyweight division's grapple heavy. I mean, you have your Jailton Almeidas, you have Curtis Blades, who, can grapple. You got like Tom Aspinall and John Jones, obviously the top of the top, but yeah, it just seems like something the UFC would do, bro. It just seems like something the UFC would do. What in the world is actually going on with these UFC rankings, bro? Talshin Teixeira, does he not just have like one UFC win, dude? Or am I tweaking? Bro, he has one knockout win over Justin Tafa. Talshin Teixeira has one knockout win in the UFC over Justin Tafa, and he's ranked number 15. How do they even do these rankings, bro? If they do the Ankalaev and Alex rematch, they should put it on a double bill with John Jones They should. They should, but I don't think the UFC would do that either. I it's just like the Tom Aspinall and John Jones fight in and of itself could literally sell a main card with like, I don't know, Juliana Pena defending, and then like you got the third fight, you got freaking Amanda Lemos again versus someone else. And then like, dude, I could see the UFC putting some absolute dog shit together and then just slapping John Jones and Tom Aspinall in the main event. Or maybe they just go all out. Maybe they do like a UFC 300 card for that just to sell as many pay-per-views as possible. Because they know John Jones is going to be a pretty penny, dude. They would break records. I could just see some BS. They book John Jones and Tom Aspinall, and then they're like, yo, and Juliana Pena coming in, defending her title. Actually, I will say, though, if Juliana Pena defends, it's going to be against Kayla Harrison, and Kayla Harrison is kind of badass. Kayla Harrison is kind of badass. Or maybe they put, like, Valentina Shevchenko, Zhang Wei Li on that card. Women's mega fight. It's so stupid, bro. John Jones is... He's so clearly avoiding Tom Aspinall that it's not even funny. Like, at this point, I would rather him just come out and say, yeah, Tom Aspinall isn't getting this fight, guys. You know, I hate to say it, but I just don't want to fight him. Like, he's not that big of a threat to my legacy, like, just come out and just tell us, yo, I don't want to fight. But no, he's like, oh, well, Alex Pereira's the bigger fight. Well, we can make a super mega fight with Jamal Hill. You guys don't want to see me fight Jamal Hill? That would be such an epic fight. We don't even have to do it for the title. I would vacate the title. What kind of champion? What kind of champion, unless forced, vacates their title? What? Tom Aspinall wasn't kidding when he literally said that he was going to retire John Jones without even fighting him. Like, can you imagine John Jones just ends up retiring? A few months from now, they're trying to book the fight. John Jones is like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just sail off right into the sunset. Well, yeah, Dana White keeps saying it's booked, but you know how many times Dana White has said some BS? You know, how long has he been telling us that Conor McGregor is coming back? How long has that dweeb been lying to us about half the stuff that goes down in the UFC? Too long, bro. And we're still sitting here taking Dana's word for it. You know what I mean? I'm salivating out of the mouth thinking about Tom Aspinall and Dana White or John Jones. But I don't want to get like too overzealous and too hyped up about it because it doesn't happen ever. Dana effed up, glazing John Jones. John Jones is the greatest of all time. John Jones. Do you see him come out and say if Alex Pereira beat Magomed Ankalaev that he would be the pound for pound? Dana White will literally come out and admit anyone is pound for pound except the true pound for pound in Islam Makhachev. Like, it's disgusting. Dana White literally won't give the true pound for pound his props, bro. Why not? What? Why not? And yeah, but dude, Tom Aspinall has been withering away, bro. Imagine coming off a first round knockout, taking absolutely no damage. Actually, back to back. back to back first round knockouts, taking absolutely no damage whatsoever. Dana White very confident that Tom Aspinall, John Jones happens this summer. He's very confident. Imagine defending an interim title. Yeah, bro. So does that make Ankalaev number one pound for pound? Yeah, let's not get carried away right now, bro. Let's not get carried away, dog. But technically, by Dana White's logic, yes, it does make Ankalaev pound for pound. Nah, but in all actuality, I think Islam takes pound for pound easily, bro. You know, especially because John Jones isn't active. He clearly doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. I mean, that's got to taint the pound for pound ranking a little bit, right? Could Islam beat DDP at middleweight? Absolutely not, bro. No, that's too big of a jump. If Islam took like a year to, man, dude, you're talking about jumping 2 weight classes there, Danny. You're talking about jumping 2 weight classes. That's an insane jump, bro. Hustle. You think he can? God, bro. Don't give me hope. Do not get me hyped up right now, dog. Don't give me that much hope. I wonder what's going to happen with Islam. A lot of people want him fighting Ilia Topuria. Listen, I would love that fight, but also, what if Jack Della Maddalena wins? What if Jack Della Maddalena beats Bilal Muhammad here in May? Okay, hear me out. Jack beats Bilal. Dana hates Bilal so much, he doesn't give him an immediate rematch. He makes him fight a contender. Bilal is, obviously dealing with the contender. Islam goes up. He fights Jack Della Maddalena for his double champ, potential. Beats Jack Della Maddalena, then says, you know what? Screw it. Let's go to 185 pounds. And the current champion just so happens to be, Dricus du Plessis will probably be champion. I don't really know. Who do you guys think is the biggest threat to DDP right now? Like, middleweight, it's weird because, like, they have Hamzat, they have Imavov. Who else? Is there anyone else in line that I'm missing? Caio Barrio. If he gets another win, then he's right there. Middleweight's weird, bro. It's like, I don't know. There's too many contenders and too many people in line waiting to fight. Dude, listen, I think DDP will beat Hamzat. I think as crazy as it sounds, I think DDP will beat Hamzat. DDP is too strong to get thrown around like everyone else has. You know what I mean? I think DDP comes in here, he negates the wrestling a little bit, and Hamzat, when he goes all out, that takes a toll, bro. That takes a toll on your cardio. Hamzat's not going to be the same dude he is in that first round, in that second, third, or even fourth round. Islam versus Hamzat would be that would be absolutely epic, bro. That would be absolutely epic. Who do you guys think wins between Jack Della Maddalena and Bilal, by the way? You guys think Bilal retains? I think he does. Jack Della Maddalena is a very vicious striker, but Bilal Muhammad's just wrestling is just going to be too good, I think. Yeah, when I look at welterweight, we got obviously Leon Edwards fighting Sean Brady. It's weird because if that ends up being kind of a dolly fight, I could see them making the winner fight another contender, or at least waiting. But we have Shavkat lined up for a title shot. Buckley is a very underrated dark horse too. That's going to get a title shot, I think, very soon. Ian Gary probably has to get at least 2 more wins. Gilbert Burns out of the question. Colby's out of the question. Yeah. Shavkat's lined up. Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady probably gets a nod next. You guys both got Bilal. Yeah. I think Jack Della Maddalena, I think the biggest hole in his game is the fact that he's like, it's not like his takedown defense is garbage, but like the pressure wrestling is what's going to be the downfall, I think, of Jack Della. Or yeah. Yeah, dude, JDM, when I heard that JDM snapped his arm in that first round against Gilbert Burns, bro, that's when I knew that Jack was just an absolute dog. Bro, instead of punching, the dude literally switched to his elbow. He said, screw, I literally can't use my hand. I gotta use my elbow. And TKO's Gilbert Burns, bro. Gilbert Burns is one tough... Dude, Gilbert Burns went 3 rounds with Khamzat Chimaev. It is not easy to take Gilbert Burns out of there. Jack Della Maddalena took him out. So there's always that chance, bro. Jack Della Maddalena has some absolute raw power. Honestly, I hope Jack wins, dude. I hope Jack wins. You know, I don't mind Bilal, but I kind of hope Jack wins. You guys think Shavkat can beat Bilal? I think Ian Gary kind of humanized Shavkat. I think after that fight with Ian Gary, I think Bilal would just cook Shavkat Rakhmonov. But there's too many unknowns with Jack. And I also think Jack's just a bit like he is the dog of the division, bro. What's whose record? Jack? I think he's like let me check real quick. He's like 21 and like 2 or something, I think. Oh no, he's 17 and 2. Jack's 17 and 2. I'm pretty sure he's undefeated in the UFC. 6 and 0, 7 and 0 maybe. Yeah. 7 and 0 in the UFC. Split decision wins over Kevin Holland and Hafez, but you don't just knock out Gilbert Burns and liver punch. He knocked out Ramazan with a liver punch. Yeah, he is very one-dimensional. Jack is a little too one-dimensional, I think, for Bilal. But yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty good record. Undefeated in the UFC, 7 and 0 in the UFC, and he's 17 and 2 overall, so. And Jack's only 27, bro. Or is he? Oh no, he's 28. He's 28. Jack Della Maddalena just turned 28, bro. Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. As of March 10th, He's 28. He turned 28 September 10th. Oh my god, dude. Why did I forget about that, bro? He had a torn MCL. I totally forgot about that. Now that I'm thinking about that, yeah, dude. Shavkov was literally compromised. Nah, all I gotta say is that's gonna be a dogfight. And seeing Bilal in that last round versus Leon Edwards, where Leon just like reversed the position and just slit him wide open. I'm pretty sure Bilal Muhammad still has like a giant scar from that fight, bro. Like if you look at Bilal Muhammad's nose now, if you look at Bilal Muhammad's nose, there's like a giant. Let me see if I can find a picture. I don't know if I'm gonna find a good picture now. By the way, speaking of Bilal, bro, Ignacio Bahamondes is a freaking dog, dude. I did not think he was going to dog walk Jalen Turner the way he did. I did not think that Ignacio Bahamondes was going to do that to Jalen Turner. Unbelievable. Ignacio Bahamondes is literally going to be a champion one day. Dude, if we could just have like a no injury, no compromise, no nothing title fight, that would be the most ideal situation ever. That'd be the perfect scenario. But it's easier said than done. I mean, stuff happens all the time. Not to mention all the BS with staff, sicknesses. I mean, UFC 313, we literally had 2 fights canceled because guys got sick. Curtis Blades, I think, had diarrhea, so good thing he didn't fight because he probably would have shit his pants literally in the octagon. It would have been throwing a strike or going for a takedown, and then you just see shit fucking sliding down the side of his fight kit. And then Chris Gutierrez was the other one. Chris Gutierrez was also sick. I forget what Chris Gutierrez had. I don't think they came out and said anything about that, or at least didn't confirm anything about it. Yeah, dude, the pullouts in the 6:30 card, instead of them being like, you know what, hey, let's start the card earlier. Let's start the main event, or let's start the main card at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. Nah, man. The UFC just had to push it back an hour. Yeah, it was kind of nuts. I mean, it happens. Sickness is the worst case scenario, especially on fight day, but that sucked. That blew. He KO'd an old Gilbert Burns, not a prime Gilbert Burns. Burns was 37 on a fall off from his prime. Still a good KO, though. Yeah, I mean, how old is Gilbert Burns now? Is he 37 or 38? Gilbert Burns getting fed to an absolute dog, too. I'm pretty sure he's fighting Michael Morales. Yeah, he's fighting... Dude, that sucks, bro. That sucks, man. Wow. Gilbert Burns is just getting fed to the dogs. To be fair, when you are on a 3-fight skid, you do gotta fight contenders and give up-and-coming guys, a chance at taking your spot. I wonder if Gilbert Burns retires after his next fight. That'll be interesting to see where Gilbert Burns goes. I know he's got like his whole podcast thing now going on with I forget who the other guy is that's on the podcast. Oh, Money Moicano. I'm an idiot, dude. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, like, who is it? It's Money Moicano. He's got a podcast with Money Moicano. Gilbert is a dog, dude. Most fights that Gilbert Burns is in are dog fights. Man, I can't. So we have UFC. Oh, I thought we had UFC for like the next 4, 5, 4 weeks, but we have a break. We have a break in between Dolidze, the next fight card. So next week's fight card and Brady. Wait, no, we don't. Hold on. March 15th, March 22nd. Steve Urseg, April 5th. Whoa, hold on just a second. I just realized that we have 5 weeks of straight UFC. Wait, no, it's 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks. I'm an idiot. No, it's 5 weeks. I'm a dyslexic idiot and I can't read. It's 5 weeks of straight UFC. The Murphy and Emmett card, and then we have a week. Wait, no. It's the Lopes and Volkanovski card, and then we have a week off. You think Gaethje versus Islam is next? I could see that. I could see that fight happening. I mean, you never know, but who's Islam going to fight? They're not giving Arman Sarukian the shot. Islam has already come out and said he doesn't want to fight Charles Oliveira. You know what I mean? He's already whooped Charles Oliveira, submitted the leading submission artist in UFC. Dominated him, bro. Justin Gaethje's an easy title defense. I wouldn't mind that. Just because I'm a big Islam fan. He probably just takes Justin Gaethje down and submits him in maybe a round. Maybe 2. I don't know. Ilya too, man. There's so many good fights, bro. There's so many good fights for Islam Makhachev just waiting to happen. It sucks that he doesn't fight like 4 times a year like Alex did. Yeah, I mean, there's no one really in line. Arman Sarukian is the only guy who really arguably deserves a title shot right now in lightweight. And he's not getting his title shot. At least not until he fights, you know, a few more guys. Patty the Batty beats Michael Chandler. He'd probably have to fight someone in the top 5 before he gets a shot. Max Holloway's not getting one. Dan Hooker just broke his hand, so he'll probably be out for a little bit. Gam Sniff Your Nuts Rot. Mateusz Sniff Your Rot is not getting a title shot. Beneil Dariush, no. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's either Justin Gaethje or Ilya. Dude, the whole argument of Islam Makhachev beating featherweights on this and that, it's like You look at the first Volkanovski fight, okay? Not only was Volkanovski pound for pound number one, dude was literally coming off the greatest run that we've seen in recent history, bro. Volkanovski was on top of the world. Volkanovski was him, dude, at the time. Islam Makhachev comes in. Volkanovski gives Islam a tough fight. And everyone immediately starts thinking that Islam is frauded, that this, that. By the way, I don't think it was a close fight. I think Islam definitively won that fight. Decisively took home the win. But the fact that people are like, before the fight happens, oh my God, it's number one pound for pound Volkanovski, you know, undefeated. He's literally ran through the featherweight division. I mean, this guy, if anyone can beat Islam Makhachev, it's this guy. To, wow, well, he's just a featherweight. You know, he's just a 145 pounder. You know what I mean? What? Obviously, Islam Makhachev's going to beat him. There's weight classes for a reason. It's like, dude, where was that energy? Where was that energy before? You know what I mean? Where was that energy when Volkanovski was the number one pound for pound guy? Where was that energy when Volkanovski was on top of the world? You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, people who said yes, dude, the take is idiotic, but they're also idiots. No one in their right mind could sit here and argue that Volkanovski won that fight. Did he take Islam to deep waters? Did he bring Islam? Hell yeah, absolutely, dude. Volkanovski took it to him. Volkanovski stood his ground, you know what I mean? But did he win that fight? No. No, he didn't win that fight. Absolutely not. And then you look at the Dustin Poirier fight. The fact that people were giving Dustin Poirier credit because he took Islam Makhachev to deep waters, that just shows you how good Islam Makhachev is. And Dustin Poirier is also very good. You know what I mean? You could sit here and argue, oh, well, he doesn't have Dagestani wrestling, you know, he doesn't. Dustin Poirier is arguably the greatest UFC fighter to never touch actual UFC gold. Dustin Poirier maybe, or if not, like top two, dude. I genuinely can't really think of another person off the top of my head right now that, and I know Dustin Poirier was an interim champion, but I'm saying like actual UFC gold. If Dustin Poirier maybe started his career off at lightweight, I feel like he could have been a champion. You know what I mean? If he would have snuck in before Khabib became champ, I think Dustin Poirier would have became champ. But Dustin Poirier is arguably one of the greatest fighters that never became an actual champion. Like, and he, I mean, he did everything perfectly. The takedown defense was immaculate in that fight, bro. The takedown defense was amazing. Dustin Poirier, for the most part, did everything so well in that fight. I mean, he fought a beautiful fight against Islam Makhachev. And a lot of people forget, too, Islam Makhachev went into that fight completely compromised with staph, dude. His cardio was nowhere near the level that it usually is. So that alone, I mean, and to just finish Dustin Poirier in the fashion that he did, to just outdog him, bro. Outdog him. Huge win for Islam, bro. Huge win for Islam. And then, like, okay, I get it. The Renato Moicano win and the second Volkanovski win, you know what I mean? I would understand if those fights made it out of the first round. Okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Oh, well, Volkanovski took the fight on short notice. That isn't really that good of a win. You know, Renato Moicano took the fight on short notice. That really isn't a good enough win. Dude, We had people freaking out over Islam Makhachev slipping during that Renato Moicano fight, dude. He slipped. Everyone went absolutely bonkers. Like, Renato Moicano just won the belt over Islam. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, he's human too. But listen, I would have understood if those two fights wouldn't have made it out of or if they made it out of the first round. You know, Islam takes a short notice Volkanovski to a decision win, or, you know, he beats Renato Moicano in the 4th round instead of the 1st. Okay, I get it. You know, maybe you could give him a little bit of slack for those wins. He went in there and demolished these guys within minutes. Within seconds, dude. How are you going to sit here and tell me that those aren't good wins? You know what I mean? It's like, he went in there and did his job. He finished these guys in minutes. If anything, I think that raises his stock in the wins there and does good for his legacy. You know what I mean? You could argue all you want about featherweight this, featherweight that. Volk is a GOAT. Volk is a literal GOAT, like a top 10, top 15 fighter of all time. And to have 2 wins over a guy like that is insane. I don't care if he's in a weight class lower than you. Volkanovski's a beast. Who's DP going to fight for his last fight? I don't know. I saw Justin and one of the reporters asked Justin if he was willing to fight Dustin for his last fight, and Justin actually came out and said, you know what? We're 1-1 right now. I don't think we need to put our families through that suffering again. So if he's cool with it, I'm cool with it to leave it 1-1. I'm not sure though. Maybe Max Holloway. I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something about Beneil Dariush. Well, let me just double check real quick. Beneil Dariush said something about hold on. Yeah, so Beneil Dariush came out and said, right now I'm hearing Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway are going to fight next. I don't know if it's 100% sealed and done, but that's what I'm hearing. I would absolutely, Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway, book that. I'm down for that fight, bro. That's a beautiful fight. Maybe Dan Hooker. No, wait, Dan Hooker, he broke his arm, or he broke his hand. Dude, that's literally the only fight that makes sense. That or Charles Oliveira. I don't think they would give Arman Sarukian that kind of fight. I think they're gonna make Arman like fight down. I think they're gonna make Arman fight like, I don't even know. Maybe Gamrot? Maybe Arman Sarukian fights Mateus Gamrot? But Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier would go absolutely nuts. That would be a good fight. I think I would book that. I would do Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. Yeah, I don't think any other fight makes sense. Maybe a Charles Oliveira, but I wouldn't feed Dustin Poirier to Charles Oliveira. Dude, Charles probably submits him in a round. Or not a round, like 2 rounds. Arman versus Ilya would be absolutely epic. But Ilya doesn't want to fight Arman. Ilya literally won't fight Arman. He either wants to fight a legend like, you know, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, someone like that, you know, a higher level name, or he wants just Islam straight up. Ilya calling these shots is crazy. I wonder if the UFC is gonna oblige or just tell him to F off and give him, like, I don't know, Jalen Turner or something. By the way, shout out Jalen Turner, bro. I hope he doesn't retire, dude. He's 29 years old. I know he's a journeyman. I know, you know, 14 and 10 or 14-9, whatever he is, but that was just sad, man. Seeing him spend 11 months working on himself, you know, thinking about what he wants to do later on, determining that, you know, he's going to give himself a second chance, and then just to get demolished by Ignacio Bahamondes like the way he did. Silly mistake, man. Silly mistake, cost him his career, essentially. Who would you book for DP's last fight, by the way? Hustle. You agree? You think Max Holloway would be a good booking? Yeah, I mean Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, that'd be a pretty good fight. I think that'd be like the most fair. You know what I mean? That way he doesn't have to face a heavy grappler. He gets to tango with Max Holloway for his last fight and go out slugging. And I'm pretty sure they're 1-1. Am I tweaking, or does Max have a win over Dustin? Hold on, let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure Max Holloway, I think Dustin beat Max first, and then Max beat Dustin after in their second fight. Let me see. Or maybe I'm flipping it. Maybe I'm flip-flopping it around. Maybe Max Holloway won the first one and Dustin won the second. They fought like pretty early on, though. Do they not? No, wait. No, they only... You wouldn't book Max because he's down 0-2 and I think he beats him again? I mean, who would be the ideal, who would be like the ideal fight for you, bro? I don't know. I think Ilia Topuria versus Dustin Poirier would kind of be epic. Aha. So Dustin Poirier has beat Max Holloway twice. For some reason, I thought Max Holloway beat him, but... Yeah, submitted and then decision. 49-46. Dustin Poirier, yeah. So maybe we don't need to see that. Oh, and then again, dude, I mean, that's a very winnable fight for Dustin, so it'd be a nice way to go out with a win. You know what I mean? I don't really know who else makes sense other than Ilia Topuria. Ilia did hint at the fact that like everyone would be shocked with his next fight. So I'm curious if it's going to be like the big one versus Islam Makhachev, or if it's going to be against a contender. You know what I mean? Dustin Poirier is number 4. Would the UFC do that to him, though? Would the UFC do that to him? Just throw him to Ilia Topuria like that? So crazy how the UFC does that kind of crap. They do not care about their legends at all, bro. They don't care one bit. Like, they will throw you to the wolves and use your name to build up someone else, and it's... Sometimes it's the saddest stuff, man. This sport is not forgiving at all, bro. Michael Chandler, Patty Pimblett. God, dude, I kind of want Patty the Batty to just smoke Michael Chandler, bro. Just submit him via guillotine or something. Oh, Patty the Batty. Oh, Patty the Batty. Dustin is a big lightweight, dude. Dustin is a big lightweight. And you know, it's funny you say that because I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Dude, I would have rather Ilya just stayed in featherweight, bro. I would have rather Ilya Topuria just stayed in featherweight. There was so many beautiful matchups to be made. Diego Lopes. That would have been absolutely epic, bro. The Diego Lopes versus Ilya Topuria fight. Movsar Evloev too. I think that would have been a fun fight too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Movsar Evloev, he probably would have lost, but definitely would have been a fun fight. Lerone Murphy too. Even Lerone Murphy, bro. Lerone Murphy beats Josh Emmett. He could be right up there in title contention. I like Lerone Murphy. He's a dog, bro. Yair Rodriguez, Patricio Pitbull. There's a lot of fun matchups that could have went down for Ilya Topuria at featherweight. Too bad dude just had to stick through for his wine, bro. Bro getting drunk on wine. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I mean, he did come out and say, you know, it helps him ease up a little bit, but come on, man. Can't be drinking wine and cutting weight. You got to pick one or the other. You know what's crazy about Ilya Topuria moving up is the fact that people truly believe that he has like a better chance at beating Islam Makhachev than Islam has of beating him. Like, it blows my mind. I made a rant video the other day about that. Not the other day, maybe like a week ago. I am not even going to lie to you. The amount of people that came at me, that came in my neck, that disliked the video, that called me a moron, you know, for saying that. I mean, I did rant. I will say I did rant and get a little pissed off, especially at the Ilya Topuria fans. And I did call him a little delusional and shit, but listen, Islam Makhachev, there's absolutely no way. He's not getting submitted by Ilya Topuria. Absolutely not getting submitted at all. There's literally no chance. Can he get clipped? Absolutely. Islam Makhachev can absolutely get clipped. But I just think when it comes down to it, Islam Makhachev relying on that back pocket wrestling is what's going to be the game, like the game changer in that fight. You know what I mean? Islam is just going to be way too strong for Ilya. His grappling is going to be better. Not necessarily his BJJ, but his wrestling specifically is going to be a little bit better than Ilya Topuria's. And I think that Islam Makhachev has better cardio. He's been pushed to deeper waters than Ilya. He's fought better competition. You know what I mean? He's done what Ilya has done too. I mean, he knocked out Volk quicker than Ilya did. And yeah, it was short notice Volk, but it was still Volk. You know what I mean? And then Volk got or Ilya Topuria got the aftermath of Islam Makhachev knocking out Volk. He got Volk that just got knocked out and was a little tentative. You know what I mean? So, and listen, dude. Ilya Topuria is very flamboyant. He's very, like, boastful. He's very full of himself. I will say Ilya Topuria is undefeated, dude. You know what I mean? He has the right, and he's knocked out two absolute legends of the sport. He has the right to be confident, arrogant, boastful, cocky, I get it, okay. And the thing that I respect about him too is he never attacks people on a personal level. You know what I mean? It's all respect at the end of the day. He will attack your fighting skills. He will attack, you know, the fact that you can't grapple with him, the fact that you can't strike with him. He is a very confident guy, but I could see that being his downfall, bro. I could see him like losing badly to Islam Makhachev, and then he sits there, he starts contemplating on whether or not he wants to stay in lightweight. He stays in lightweight. Then he fights another hungry up-and-coming guy. I mean, Paddy the Baddy probably doesn't beat him. Arman Tsarukyan could. And Arman Tsarukyan could beat Ilya, but I'm not sure. Charles Oliveira, that would be a fun fight, bro. Charles Oliveira and Ilya Topuria would be an absolutely fun fight. I think he beats Charles too. But Islam Makhachev, absolutely no way. There's no way. I would literally go and sell everything in my possession and put it all on Islam Makhachev. That's how confident I am. Paddy the Baddy, bro. Yeah, Ilya Topuria and Paddy Pimblett would be absolutely epic. It could happen too, you know what I mean? If Paddy wins against Michael Chandler, Ilya Topuria comes in, he fights, I don't know, Dustin Poirier or something. Maybe he loses. Paddy the Baddy goes in, fights him. Paddy by hand sanitizer. Dog. I got Paddy by absolute rage, and then he submits Ilya Topuria. I could see Paddy the Baddy just like coming out and proving everyone wrong. By the way, how is Paddy the Baddy a literal toss-up with Michael Chandler? There's no way that Paddy doesn't go in and just smoke Chandler like an absolute newbie, dude. What do people see in Michael Chandler other than like his moronic fight IQ that literally just occasionally gets him knockouts? You know what I mean? Wait, dude, Michael Chandler? Hold on just a second. How is Michael Chandler even ranked? Because now that I think about it, when was the last time he even won? When was the last time Michael Chandler even won? Dude, he won against Tony Ferguson in 2022. Loses to Charles Oliveira last year. Loses to Dustin Poirier in 2022. Loses to Justin Gaethje in 2021. Loses to Charles Oliveira. Michael Chandler's 1-4 in his last 5 fights. Why is this dude still in the... Why has he not been cut yet from the UFC, bro? Michael Chandler is 2-4 in the UFC. With one of those wins being against old veteran savvy Tony Ferguson. Old veteran savvy Tony Ferg. That's crazy, bro. And he's ranked number 7 for it. That's man. That's actually insane. What in the world is going on there, bro? What is actually going on? Michael Chandler's ranked 7th in the lightweight division, and he's 1-4 in his last 5 fights. There's no way he's beating Paddy. There's no way. He's gonna get submitted, bro. Paddy doesn't fuck around, dude. Paddy's gonna submit Michael Chandler, like, quick. Probably within a round, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. Michael Chandler's probably gonna throw some crazy hooks. Paddy just jumps on his back. Snatches up a guillotine, maybe. Yeah. I could see Michael Chandler gassing, too. His fight style is just like... Or you know what? I could see Michael Chandler by malicious technique. I could see Michael Chandler by dirty, you know, back of the head... Back of the head gives Paddy the Baddy like brain bleed or some crazy shit like that. Man. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where that fight goes and where Paddy the Baddy goes after that. Paddy the Baddy versus Charles Oliveira would be a pretty fun fight too, dude. That'd be a nice like back and forth grappling match. Yeah, that'd be an epic fight actually. Dude, people think Paddy the Baddy sucks just because like he's a troll, bro. That's literally it. Like that's all they're people just don't think he's serious. He's serious about fighting, dude, and he's a phenomenal fighter too. He's a phenomenal fighter. He may look weird. He may do some suspect stuff sometimes. He may overeat, look like an absolute pig out of camp. But dude, as soon as that fight gets booked, as soon as he signs on that dotted line, Paddy's all game, bro. And people are gonna see. I actually have a homie who's like all over Michael Chandler. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw that it was a coin flip fight, bro. I warned him, bro. I warned him, but he's gonna get a rude awakening. Yeah, bro. Well, I think a big part of like why people think that is because Paddy's last fight, like he beat who? Tony, didn't he beat Tony Ferguson 2 fights ago? And then his last fight, it was Bobby Green that literally like just dropped his head and neck right into Paddy's like guillotine and then just got submitted. That I don't know, that was crazy. Like I don't know what had happened. I'm pretty sure it was a leg kick or something had happened and like Bobby Green just fell on the ground and then Paddy just within seconds snatched up a choke. Like within seconds snatched up a choke. So I think a lot of people are seeing that fight as like a fluke win and then he beat Tony Ferguson the fight before that, but it's like dude, when you're unranked, I mean, who do you expect him to fight? Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Islam. You want him fighting Islam on his 4th UFC fight? Some people are so unrealistic sometimes. Paddy manifested that shot from Bobby. He did, bro. He did, dude. Yeah. That'll be interesting, bro. That will be interesting. And then, I mean, who do you think Drickus is gonna fight next? Do you guys think Hamzat Chimaev is gonna be next up, or you guys think like Hamzat Chimaev isn't gonna get to be able to fight due to some BS? I really hope it is Hamzat. I need to see him win that belt, or at least Ryan touch gold, bro. Like I can't have Hamzat Chimaev just lingering around the top 5 and never fight for a title. That'd be one of the worst. Yeah, 100%. Sean Strickland just gets like a that would be some BS the UFC would pull. They're like, well, you know, Sean Strickland, you know, he wasn't himself. Nah. Sean Strickland probably won't touch gold ever again. He's too one-dimensional, bro. And he just doesn't listen. He's like uncoachable. Eric Nixick literally left him, did he not? Or does Eric Nixick still coach him? I know they had like the whole Eric Nixick was like, oh, well, I want to coach champions. And, you know, Sean's head isn't in the game right now and he's all over the place and this and that. So Jared Cannonier did get the nod his last fight. Maybe Jared Cannonier sneaks up there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need to see Jared Cannonier fighting for a title, bro. 41-year-old Jared Cannonier. I need to see him fighting in that retirement home. Yeah, there's some fun matchups waiting to be made. Another one, too, that I want to see, bro, is Alejandro Pantoja and Merab Dvalishvili. Tell me that that fight would not go hard. Tell me that that fight would not be absolutely epic. Pantoja absolutely wiped out the division. I mean, who's he gonna fight next? Manel Kopp? Maybe. I would rather see, dude. I would rather see Pantoja versus Dvalishvili than Pantoja versus Kopp. But also, Merab's probably gonna get Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili, by the way, hung out in a hot tub the other day. I saw that. Roland Umar. Piotr Jan, too. I would love to see Piotr fight for a belt, but if it's Merab Dvalishvili as champ, I hate to say it, but Piotr Jan probably gets dragged around again. Thrown around. DDP versus Kamaru Usman? That would be a pretty good fight. I don't think they're going to give it to Kamaru Usman, though. Only because he's been sitting out and denying or not accepting opponents. But maybe, who knows? I'd rather see like Anthony Hernandez fight DDP over Kamaru Usman, honestly. If I'm going to be 110% honest. I think Anthony Hernandez just has like a perfect style for DDP. He's not chinny. He's got unlimited cardio. Very good grappling too. You know what I mean? Anthony Hernandez is a dark horse. He's definitely going to be a champion one day. Now, if Khamzat Chimaev like somehow starts gaining some ungodly cardio, then that's a different story, but really, you think DDP kills Fluffy? Yeah, maybe I'm just overestimating Anthony Hernandez. I mean, he did low key lose around to Brendan Allen, which isn't really a good look, especially when DDP's a champ. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't even know why I mentioned Anthony Hernandez. I keep forgetting about Kaio, keep forgetting about Nasruddin Imavov. By the way, there's no way that Imavov jumps in front of Khamzat, right? Because I'm looking at it now. Imavov is ranked number 1. Like, his win over Israel Adesanya really put him at number 1. Khamzat Chimaev's number 3, but dude, if Khamzat doesn't get the nod, I'm actually going to be pissed off at the UFC about it. That'd be the craziest fumble ever. If they don't book Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev, that'd be the craziest fumble ever. And DDP's an absolute dog. I mean, everyone in the middleweight division basically avoided Khamzat, dude. No one wanted to fight this guy. Obviously, Kamaru Usman stepped up. He did his thing. But everyone else, like, just a DDP straight up, just calling for Khamzat right away. DDP's a dog, dude. DDP will fight anyone anytime. You think Merab destroys Pantoja, though? That's interesting. I think Pantoja's got a good style for Merab. Like, Pantoja's got very underrated cardio too. And he's got a great chin, so he's more than willing to sit up in the pocket with Merab and just slug away. Dricus du Plessis versus Ankalaev. That is actually a great question, bro. That is actually a phenomenal question. I got to sit here and think about it a little bit because, man, dude, that would be an epic fight. I don't think Ankalaev would have as much success as he did in the Poatan fight because DDP is not the type of guy to just like walk backwards. Like if you walk DDP back just a little bit, he will literally explode in your face and just start like hammering away. You know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing about DDP. So I don't think Ank would have as much success as he did. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I don't know. I got to go with Ankalaev, but I think DDP would make that a dogfight. Yeah, I got to go Ankalaev on that one, but that's the thing, dude. Neither of them would refuse to get, yeah. Ankalaev is huge. You know what's crazy? Is Pereira made Ankalaev kind of look not that big. Like in their fight, Pereira was massive. Bro. Massive. But yeah, Ankalaev is huge. DDP's a pretty big middleweight too. He's got like a very stocky frame. But yeah, I think I ultimately got Ankalaev. Who do you got? You got Anki Poo or you got DDP? The DDP. Man, that's still 20-pound difference though. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's like one of the bigger jumps up. Fudge, man. Dricus Duplessis, yeah, I think I think I can confidently say that the Ankalaev would probably take that fight. DDP would make it a dogfight for sure, but I think it'd be one of those like situations of like a Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev first fight where like DDP does better than everyone anticipates, and then all of a sudden, you know, people are crying and calling for a robbery when in all actuality it's just like DDP did better than we were anticipating. You know what I mean? Jumping up 20 pounds. Yeah. Ankalaev's a lot more technical too. I think that's what would be his bread and butter in that fight. I think you get out technique DDP. That's an interesting fight though, dude. That is a very interesting fight. That could happen, bro. I mean, if DDP defends against Hamzat, but nah, DDP isn't gonna move up. I don't think he really cares to move up to 205. Obviously, if like the UFC came out and was like, "Yo, will you please move up to 205?" I'm sure, you know, DDP would be like, "Oh, you know, all right, you know, I'll do it." But I think Dricus is super content with staying at middleweight, and he's got plenty of guys lined up to fight. So yeah, middleweight's kind of like getting better. The division, the overall like division itself is kind of starting to get stacked because there's a lot of big up and coming names, but there's also some very well established guys in middleweight that need their title shot, bro. Yeah, Dricus was calling out Potato. No, I get you, bro. I get it. I gotcha. I gotcha. I'm feeling what you're putting down. Ankalaev does open up a lot of new opportunities, bro. A lot of new opportunities, a lot of fresh blood. But why do I feel like the UFC is just gonna throw what's his name back into the mix? Alex Pereira. They're probably gonna make Ank versus Pereira 2 again. Probably ASAP. Oh, I think they're gonna book that fight as soon as they can. John Jones can fight Tom, Ank can fight Yuri, and DDP can focus on 185. That sounds like a plan to me, bro. Music to my ears, honestly. You know, you've convinced me, brother. You have convinced me. I started off this stream thinking that the whole division was cooked, but now having this conversation with you, my perspective has changed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's changed. Bilal just needs to shut up and defend. Do what you're told. Do what you're told, boy. Nah, in all actuality, though, I love how Bilal is just like it's almost like a custom just to hate on the guy. It's actually insane. Yes, sir, dog. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate these civil conversations, these perspective changing comments that you have made today, bro. You know, I like to keep an open mind about things. You know what I mean? I am the type of guy to go in and, you know, rant and, you know, see something one way, and be stuck on that way for however long I'm stuck on it. But I also like to be open-minded because, you know, you're not going to know everything. You're not going to see every little detail, nitbit. You know, people have great perspectives. You know what I mean? Like Hustle, you got some great perspective, bro. You literally opened up this whole new world for me to start anticipating. You know what I mean? To start looking forward to. I'm sitting here 2 hours ago thinking the light heavyweight division's cooked. No longer, brother. No longer is it cooked. In fact, it might be doing the cooking now. Light heavyweight might be doing the cooking now. And we might get the perfect chef in the kitchen with Ankalaev. Bilal is literally unlikable. That's hilarious. Bilal is unlikable, and what makes him unlikable isn't even his fight style anymore. Like, people can say he's boring, this, that. To be able to throw Leon Edwards around like he did, I enjoyed watching that fight, by the way. I really did enjoy watching that fight. What I hate about Bilal Muhammad is the fact that this guy is literally just yapping and nonstop just chit-chatting it up on Twitter, bro. Like, he will not shut up. You know what I mean? It's almost like Ali is taking over his account and just yapping at people. You know what I mean? And Ali has no association with Bilal, so it's like, I don't know. I'm actually gonna go check Bilal's Twitter right now just to see if he's yapped at anyone. His own mom doesn't like him. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Oh wait, Ali is Bilal Muhammad's manager? I didn't even know that. For some reason I thought it was someone else, but Ali manages Bilal. That's interesting. That is actually interesting. Let me see. Yeah, Bilal just yaps a lot. Maybe it's not Bilal. Maybe it's Ali yapping on his. Dude, AI is insane. All right, let me look at Bilal Muhammad. Bully B. Bully B. Oh, it's a bunch of Ignacio Bahamondes wins right now. The flag's back up tonight. He actually hasn't yapped at someone in a fat minute. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't yapped at anyone in a fat minute. It's been over a week. So, it's been over a week. So it's just a bunch of Ignacio Bahamondes. I saw Bilal interview. He says he runs his own Twitter and he's trolling 100% of the time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Bilal gets like all these guys riled up, you know, because he's yapping all the time at him. Like the Sean Strickland yap. He's always coming at Sean Strickland, Dricus Duplessis. You know what's crazy is Bilal isn't even really that big of a welterweight. So like I don't know how much success he would have going up to 185 pounds. He really isn't that big of a welterweight. I feel like people would like Bilal more. Dude, Bully B, exactly. What is remember the name, bro? Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. It sounds like something he made up back in middle school and was like, you know what? You know, it cost me too much to change my name now, so I'm going to just keep it, remember the name. Like, dude, just Bilal, Bully, or even if you just change it to like Bully, bro. Bilal, Bully, Muhammad. Nah, Bully B's got a way better ring to it. Bilal, Bully B, Bilal, Bully B, Muhammad. Yeah, dude, that's got a nice ring to it, bro. Bilal jokes about Jack Della Maddalena's low-key personality and thinks UFC 315 will speak for itself in the octagon. Literally a middle school dork features alone nickname. Dog, that's amazing, bro. That was literally the most beautiful reference I've ever seen in my entire life. Perfect reference right there, bro. Man. Why is Shevchenko facing Manon Fiorot? I know Manon Fiorot is on a huge fight win streak, but man, I need to see Shevchenko versus Wei Li, dude. Especially after Wei Li's absolute whooping of Tatiana Suarez. I need to see Shevchenko and Wei Li. Bilal Muhammad is chasing GOAT status and wants to reach the level of GSP and be the greatest welterweight of all time. Okay. Yeah, good luck with that. Good freaking luck with that. I don't even know what Bilal Muhammad would have to do in order to become the welterweight GOAT. Like, He better hurry up and start fighting, dog. Bilal Muhammad is 36 years old. About to turn 37 any time now. When's his birthday? Yeah, Bilal's turning 27 in a few months, or 37 in a few months, bro. Welterweight goat. That is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. Keep being delusional, Bilal. Keep being delusional. Bilal would have to defend twice a year till he's 45 for GOAT status. All right, hear me out, dude. Hear me out. Bilal Muhammad beats Leon. Boom. There's number one. He comes in, he beats Jack in May. Then at the end of the year, he beats Shavkat. That's 3. After that, he beats Buckley. Kamaru Usman gets thrown on the resume. Dude, Bilal's got a nasty resume, like even before he became champion. Gilbert Burns, Sean Brady, Vicente Luque, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Damian Maia, Leon Edwards. Oh wait, that was the draw, yeah. Jeff Neal. He lost to Jeff Neal though. Yeah, man. I don't know. Bilal Muhammad could be a sneak. If he did defend twice a year for, the next 3 years, he has Jack Dell on his resume. He put Shavkat Rakhmonov on his resume. Joaquin Buckley. I don't know, man. Bilal Muhammad could sneak up there, bro. It's not because of his resume. It's because it's just Bilal. Bilal. We forget the name Muhammad. Yeah. All right, I'm with you, bro. I am with you. I'm all for it. Bilal Muhammad is never becoming champion. We're not letting it happen. It just can't happen, period. We're not allowing it. As the UFC fan base, we're not allowing it. Wait, but what if he gets a defense over Michael Page, MVP? Then Bilal Muhammad would have to be the MVP of the welterweight division. In turn, making him the GOAT. Am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I super wrong? Yeah, man. You know what? Ankalaev winning the light heavyweight championship just opened up a whole new world, bro. Hustle, you are right. You are absolutely right, bro. We don't have to worry about John Jones and Alex Pereira holding up 2 divisions. We don't have to worry about that BS talk anymore, bro. Thank God, dude. Thank God. John Jones can either sail off into the sunset or lose to Tom Aspinall now. By the way, Hustle, who do you have winning that fight? A Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. You have Tom Aspinall, right? Like, I get it. John Jones is the veteran. John Jones has been through it all. He's seen it all, but Tom Aspinall just carries different power, bro. Not to mention the ground game that Tom Aspinall is able to hit John Jones with. You don't see him beating Shavkat or Usman? Really? Wait, you don't see Bilal Muhammad beating Kamaru Usman? That's interesting. That is interesting, actually. Because I think Kamaru... Well, Shavkat, I don't know. It's weirdly enough, the fight against Ian Gary just changed my perspective on Shavkat. Like, he's still undefeated. Obviously, he got the win. He was injured, so I don't want to rate it like too heavily. But I don't know. I really thought Shavkat was going to go in there and finish Ian Gary. But then again, I guess I was expecting that because he literally was 18-0 with 18 finishes. You know what I mean? I'm sure everyone was expecting it. Or at least, anticipating it, thinking it was going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kamaru Usman's still really good, but I don't know. I don't think he'd have a lot of success against Bilal. Then again, I mean, if he put in a training camp, he did take it to Khamzat Chimaev, who's a stronger wrestler. Not a stronger wrestler, but not like a stronger chain wrestler. I think Bilal Muhammad's a better chain wrestler. He's got better wrestling cardio. I just think like strength-wise, Khamzat Chimaev is different. So is Kamaru Usman competing in welterweight, or is he competing in middleweight? He might be doing both. Whatever pays him the most, I guess. Yeah, Tom Aspinall, I think, cooks John Jones. I can't, especially after the Stipe Miocic fight, where John Jones took a little bit of time to get him out of there. I think Tom Aspinall demolishes him. Probably knocks him out into another dimension. Oh yeah, dude. If the Usman that showed up against Khamzat Chimaev shows up against Bilal, I think he could take it to Bilal for sure. And that was a short notice, Kamaru Usman, by the way, too. That was a very short notice, Kamaru Usman. Obviously, Kamaru's always training. He's ready. He's in fight shape most of the year, but short notice Kamaru Usman is a whole lot different than 8-week fight camp Kamaru Usman. But no, I definitely agree with the Tom take. I think Tom Aspinall cooks John Jones, and I also think I don't know. Shavkat Rakhmonov is still a question mark. Because obviously, he didn't perform to the best of his ability last time out due to injury, but what's to say that Shavkat Rakhmonov won't be injured going into his next fight? I feel like that guy's so injury prone. He's always dealing with something. Most UFC fighters do, though. Most of the time, these guys are dealing with stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Bilal Muhammad's reign might come to an end here soon with Jack Della. Jack Della might just prove us all wrong. You don't think Tom sleeps John Jones, but he dips his fists in petroleum, doesn't he? That was hilarious. That was so funny when Tom Aspinall came out and he's like, "Yeah, guys, so I actually don't do that." Everyone's mind was like blown when he said that. Really? You don't dip your hands in petroleum? So how are they that strong? They literally are my hands. Like, I don't know. I condition them hitting the bag, I guess. I don't think. So here's my take on it. I don't think Tom Aspinall would knock John Jones out in a sense, like on the feet. I could see him, like you said, rocking John Jones, dropping him, or taking him down maybe, and then TKOing him. Like that's I think that I think would be probably the pathway for Tom Aspinall to win that fight. Yeah, either way. Aspinall, I think, regardless of how he wins, I think he would have the advantage there. I did see when they were first, like initially talking about the fight, it actually blew my mind to see that Tom Aspinall was a dog, which makes sense. But John Jones, I mean, he's so late into his career. John Jones isn't prime John Jones anymore, you know? Clean one shot. Yeah, inside the first round, clean one shot walk off KO. There's no way that could happen. It's too good. It's an interesting fight. An interesting fight for sure. Yeah, they need to book that, bro. They need to stop messing around. Dana White needs to stop giving me blue balls every time he talks about that, because one week it's, oh, well, you know, they're fighting this summer. The next week it's like, oh, well, I don't know what John Jones is doing. Then, dude, strip him of his freaking belt. And if he wants to fight, make him earn it back. And listen, Tom Aspinall, you don't have to give the belt to Tom Aspinall. He's more than willing to come in and fight for it. You know what I mean? Tom Aspinall will fight anyone. I mean, for crying out loud, the dude would fight like, I'm sure if the UFC came to him and was like, yo, you know, the only way we can really strip John Jones is if you agree to fight literally Cyril Gane and Sergey Pavlovich at the same time. You know, Tom Aspinall wouldn't even hesitate. He'd be like, all right, bet. All right, bet. Did you guys not see what I did to Curtis Blades? Did you guys not see what I did to Curtis Blades? Cyril Gane been avoiding Tom Aspinall for a reason. You know what I mean? He's not silly. Cyril Gane picks his fights. He knows. He knows what it is. God, dude, the heavyweight division is so top heavy. Like John Jones, Tom Aspinall. Then you got like the middle of the pack with Cyril Gane, Sergey. I wouldn't even consider Sergey middle of the pack, bro. Sergey is literally just, if he can chin you, he's got it. If he can't, then he gasses and probably doesn't got it. Unless he's fighting Jairzinho Rosenstruck, who like fights as a shell of himself, but Tommy Aspinall. But yeah, no, Tom Aspinall needs to either stand up to the UFC and just say, you know what, this has come as far as it's gonna come. We're not treating John Jones the way we are. Like, strip him and let me fight for that championship belt. I've literally, for crying out loud, I've defended an interim title. I've stepped up to be a backup fighter for the heavyweight fight between Jones and Stipe. And they didn't even let Tom Aspinall have a beer until the first punch was thrown, bro. Tom Aspinall's been a company man in and out. What has John Jones been? A headache. That's literally it. Like, I don't understand why they keep rewarding this guy. Not to mention, too, like, John Jones, I saw a clip of him the other day, like, coming out and basically, like, saying that he used eye pokes and, like, his fingers, putting them, like, near people's eyes to make them flinch. You know what I mean? Intentionally. Like, he knew he wasn't going to get called out for it. He knew they weren't going to do anything, so he would just do it. Like, what? Why would you ever even admit to something like that? Yeah, when John Jones said he was going to come at DC with the most malicious techniques, he knew. He wasn't kidding. He malicious indeed. Dirty, malicious. And he lost to Dominic Reyes, too. May not be on the record, but he lost to Dominic Reyes. My balls is hot. Derek Lewis, my balls is hot. Man. Man, oh man. All right, brother. Well, I've been live for, dang, 2.5 hours now. That's crazy. We've been chit-chatting it up. We've been chit-chatting it up, bro. Hustle Bones, I appreciate you popping into the live. I appreciate you chatting it up with me, dog. I appreciate you opening my perspective, bro, about Ankalaev, dude. I'm not even kidding you. I came into this live as one individual. I left a completely new individual, bro. But listen, man. Yeah, dude. I appreciate you just popping in, man, and chit-chatting it up with me, dog. And listen, enjoy the rest of your night, morning, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Enjoy the rest of whatever your endeavors end up being. And appreciate you just tuning in, man. Appreciate you kicking it with me, dog. Hopefully I see you soon in some of my other streams. If not, until next time, brother. Appreciate it, bro. Take care, Hustle. I'll talk to you next time, dude.